Hey there, cats and kitties. I'm the Blues Man at sXeblues. It's going to be a brief little review for the DC Comics New 52 issue number 1 of Nightwing. Now, I did not plan on actually picking up this issue. While I've been going to Barnes & Noble, the only place I can get comics at the moment, I've been waiting for a couple books to come in, and they never have. I've seen Nightwing sitting on the shelf, decided to flip through it, and actually became intrigued, so I decided to grab it. It did not disappoint. Essentially, we are seeing Dick Grayson getting back into Nightwing mode, and he couldn't be happier about it. We get a little exposition at the beginning of the issue telling us that for the last year or so he's been, trouncing around Gotham as Batman while Bruce Wayne has been off doing whatever. I think that refers to, as some other comic book reviewers on YouTube have talked about, the Batman Incorporated thing that is like pre-New 52. But apparently elements of that are still continuity post New 52, so whatever, that has no real bearing on this issue. But what this is basically about is he's loving getting back out on the streets, cleaning up the the scum of the alleyways, but he is still feeling this fear. And what this fear has to do with in this particular issue is Haley Circus, the circus where his parents died, and what essentially is what lies at his foundations. He's afraid to go back and experience that. He's afraid to open that can of worms and basically confront the past like that. And but he actually does manage to get over his fears, and he does just that. He decides to go and see his old friends and so on and so forth. And he has a pretty good time of it. Meanwhile, a cat who is fresh off the bus in Gotham promptly gets mugged as soon as he steps off the bus, and then he proceeds to murder the muggers. Where this comes into play toward the end of the issue is suddenly a masked character jumping off a rooftop has this murderous vendetta against Dick Grayson and calls him a murderer. So we're left hanging as, Nightwing comes back to the fore and tries to figure out what does this person want Dick Grayson dead for. And that's pretty much all I'm going to say on that, because I don't want to give the entire issue away. But sticking with the, showing a page from the book, I really love this page where he's at Haley Circus, and he's just letting go. He's been invited to, jump around on the trapeze with them, and he decides to take him up on it. And he actually has to dial it back because, nobody can know that he's been at peak performance as Nightwing. He's got to pretend he hasn't been training for years, which is a cute little touch. But I'm going to go 4 out of 5 for this issue because it was pretty enjoyable and did build up to a nice little cliffhanger ending. So that's pretty much all I have to say about this issue, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.